We're here with the Trine University Thunder, winning Game 2, 7-2 over Concordia, Wisconsin, going to your second straight College World Series here in Division III. We have head coach Don Nicholson, as well as student athletes Debbie Hill and Anna Keppel, named the Super Regional Outstanding Player and Most Valuable Pitcher. Coach, if you want to start us off with your opening thoughts on the day.
Just very proud of our kids. It's a very good ball club. We beat twice, and I just thought our defense was the difference. I thought our pitching and our timely defensive plays. And I felt that way all year, that I think we have one of the best defensive units in the country. And you have to hit a gap, and you have to hit it hard to get through, infield or outfield. And I think that was the difference today, was just we made more plays, and then we kept putting pressure on them and really took it at them. And obviously, Anna was great again on the mound. I mean, it'd be very frustrating being in the dugout. And the way she spins it and moves it, and just you get this a little bit, get that a little bit. But just more proud of, we did it as a team. You look at our lineup up and down again. Different people stepped up. Different kids made big plays, got big hits. Again, our depth came into play again, and that's why we're moving on.
And earlier in the week, you guys said you guys had to play, like this was your last time here because you weren't sure if you guys were going to be back, etc. Just, overall thoughts, feelings you guys get to play on, and you guys played like you wanted to earlier this week.
Oh yeah, something that we just talked about after that game was, as it gets to the end of the year, it feels like one more game. Like, it doesn't even feel like the stakes are high, but you're just playing. You're just another game. So I told him to just take a second and reflect on what just happened. Just like last year, like we look back and we're like, wow, we really were there. We really kept winning. We were there. And then this year, it's the same thing. Like, take a second, look at what you just did twice in a row. That doesn't happen super often. So just look back and be proud of what just happened, but move on for the next games because they're going to come.
Debbie, offensively, you were scoreless through those first three innings, but you finally broke through in that fourth inning. How did you wear down that Concordia pitching staff and finally break this game open midway?
Well, I know, the second pitcher that came in pitched to us all game yesterday, and she was throwing a lot inside from what I got yesterday, and then I was getting all inside today. And we were just, in attack mode, and I finally got a hold of one and it went. So I was glad that I had good contact with it and it went.
Did it, for any of you guys, did it throw you off of your game plan a little bit? Yesterday you said you expected follow-up pitch right away. Did it throw you off your game plan a little bit to see another pitcher?
I know we all ran back to the dugout and had a quick scouting report on that kid because we really didn't even talk about her. We really didn't think we'd see her. But I think it took about 2 innings and we figured out it was just kind of the same thing, but just a little bit slower pace. And then we were kind of leaning out for it and lunging at it, and then we kind of sat back and we kept hitting balls hard. It's like that's a good sign, like it's coming. And just really proud of. We were patient. We didn't chase up as much. Again, new kids stepped up and got big hits and just kind of came into play. What we talked about all year, it doesn't matter who gets, as long as we get it done together.
Debbie, you seem pretty locked in the entire day. You just missed that one in the first inning, and then you hit a couple that were almost home runs but foul. Mm-hmm. What were you seeing so well today at the plate?
I was just seeing it like all the way in. I kind of expected, because that's all I was seeing was inside. So I was just preparing myself every pitch for an inside pitch, and if I got something different, then I wasn't going to swing at it unless I needed to protect.
For you, and when you came up it was the seventh inning, they had just gotten 2 runs to get back into the game. Just how important was the home run at that point to just kind of change the momentum back in your guys' favor?
I'd say it was important just to get another insurance run. Alexis came in and she had one hit off of her, and I, being a pitcher myself, like I've got their backs, and that's just kind of what I went in with. I was looking for a base hit, anything to get the inning going, and obviously a home run is great too.
Yeah, told the umpire, I said, if she gets on and run for it, she's done. So we just got to hit a home run. And next pitch hits it out. Did you hear me? I heard you. I just can't respond because the camera's on. He said, good call there. So thanks, Debbie.
You're welcome.
Coach, you've mentioned the expectations of obviously getting back to this point all year, and playing with the weight of those expectations can be a lot on the girls. Just how do you think they've done doing that? And you guys are, to where you expected to be at this point in the season? I
think we're a little tight in Virginia. Weren't really sure how we matched up with those teams. And then I thought once we got a conference play, you kind of saw the momentum get rolling, and they started to believe in the system a little more. And it just took, when you had this much depth and you have a lot of new pieces and transfers that late in the year, it just took a little longer to get us in sync. And once we get in sync, we're going to be really tough to beat. And I feel like we are still peaking at the right time. I feel like our lineup's coming together again, and they really trust each other. Reese comes in, gets a big hit. In the 7th inning, Cassie Woods, All-American, runs and says, hey, put Gill in, let her finish the game. Put her in. Like, you don't get that a lot of teams. So I think they really are bought into it's all about us, and we do it together. We got a really good shot. I think getting back second year, the same kids there, it's huge to have that same experience.
Anna, you've been one of the best pitchers in the country all season. What did it mean to you to be on this stage and deliver like you kind of have for the last couple months?
Something like this is just unbelievable. To go from a time where you thought you were never going to pitch again to come back and be better than you were before is just something that I couldn't even ask for something better. My defense has had my back all year, and I love just watching people play. Like I told Scar after the game, I said I couldn't do this without you. She had big plays all weekend. So it's just a huge hug to my team to have my back and just believe in me to come back from something that I didn't think I'd come back from.
Anna was the first one to say, bring Michonne. She was the first one to welcome Debbie when she visited. She came to my office early in the year and said, I might not play at all this year, and I want to play, but I'll do whatever you need. I'll be a bullpen, I'll be practice player, I'll be the best teammate I can. And then you look at her numbers this year, and just a testament to her character and working hard and believing in the system, and just saying, I'm gonna do my best. And her best was really darn good this year. And it's unbelievable for a senior to have that mentality, and then to go out and back it up like that. I mean, she's a big reason why we're going to Texas.
What's next for you guys? Obviously going to Texas soon, but how do you prepare for that? What is the mindset going into the College World Series for any of you?
I would just say keep fighting. I mean, we've worked so hard this season for it, and especially our freshman class and the transfers were going with Trine, and I knew coming in before I was a part of Trine, I was so excited to get into this program, and the way that I actually get to be a part of that is really exciting. So I think just keeping the same mentality, one game at a time, give it our all, I think is what's going to help us a lot.
I think you'll see a lot of hacky sack, a lot of laughing. I think they're going to be relaxed, and I think last year we talked about we're going down there to win this. I'm not sure they all believe me. And this year I think the mentality is a little bit different. We bought matching turf shoes for the year started and say we're going to wear these in Texas. And sure enough, next week you're going to see them all matching in the turf shoes that we bought for this one reason. So we believed all along we had a chance to do this, and now we got to go prove it.